Mount Kinabalu, also known as Akinabalu, is a mount that full of myths, legends, and mysteries. Mount Kinabalu is located at the west coast of Sabah, Malaysia, and Kinabalu is the highest peak in Borneo's Crocker Range. Mount Kinabalu has been protected by the Kinabalu National Park since 1964 until now. Mount Kinabalu is the highest mountain in Southeast Asia between the Himalayas and New Guinea and has been placed in the 20th most prominent mountain in the world by topographic prominence. Researchers found that there are thousands of plant species, hundreds of bird species, and more than 100 mammalian species in Mount Kinabalu. Mount Kinabalu is composed of igneous rock, a granodiorite sedimentary rocks, and covered with glaciers. In 1851, the first person who climbed the Mount Kinabalu is Hug Low. It took 9 days to reach the summit plateau. In 1888, the first person who reached the peak is John Whitehead. The first person who discovered many species new to science is Lillian Gibbs, who was a botanist. She is the first lady who increased interest in the mountain's natural richness culminated in major expeditions organized by the Royal Society of Great Britain in 1961 and 1964. The local people of Kadazan Dusun, Sabah's largest ethnic group, believes that Mount Kinabalu is the gate of heaven and the sacred resting ground of the spirits of their ancestors. The mysterious of Kadazan Dusun tribe also believes that spirits dwell on top of the mountain. The meaning of Akinabalu is a river place of the dead. This is where their spirits go after death. Until now, there are many fables that tell stories of how Kinabalu got its name. The most popular story about the Mount Kinabalu among the Kadazan Dusun people is the story of Kinabalu, where Kina translates as China and Balu, that means widow. It says that there are a dragon guarding a magical jewel at the peak of the mountain. Many of the Chinese soldiers perish while attempting to relieve the dragon of its treasure, and therefore many Chinese women become widows. One of the local people who has a mysterious experience of climbing the Mount of Kinabalu. It was the year of 1982. She went there with a group of friends. They decided to reach the peak of the mountain as early as possible, so they hiked up the mountain with 2 mountain guides. While they were climbing up the mountain, she felt bored and not even focusing on the tracks. Suddenly, she saw a small bird with a colorful feather jumping around her. She was attracted to the bird because the bird was very tame, and she tried to catch it. She didn't realize that she was going to another path away from route to the summit of the Mount Kinabalu. Luckily, the Malim guide called her not to go there. Then she startled, and when she looked behind, she saw her group was far ahead of her. And when she turned back to look at the bird was gone. The place that she went is actually a ravine. Until today, the Mount Kinabalu known as a spiritual and mysterious mountain.